House of Representatives moves to regulate, promotes renewable energy control. On the front, in United States government jails weapon smuggler for 40 years after shipping ballistic missile parts from Iran. And in sports, Turkish club Besiktas named Super Eagles player Wilfred Ndidi as vice captain. And now the details. I am Mike James. The legacy government says the parents and community leaders have a crucial role to play in encouraging their wards to see the military as a respectable and patriotic profession rather than one associated with fear or danger. Secretary to the State Government Abimbola Salihu stated this during the sensitization program for the 90th regular recruit intake RRI military recruitment exercise for young men and women into the Nigerian Army. Salihu commended the Nigerian Army for taking a message of national service directly to the grassroots while briefing on the recruitment procedures, eligibility criteria, and the various career opportunities available within the Nigerian Army, from engineering and medical services to administration, education, and logistics. In his keynote address, the Brigadier General Adile Lawal said the sensitization exercise is part of efforts to correct negative perceptions about the military and promote the Army as a noble and rewarding career choice for young Nigerians. Lawal explained that the Army is not only about fighting wars but also play a vital role in peacekeeping, disaster management, and national development. The exercise brought together community stakeholders, including marketmen and women, local government representatives, youth council leaders, and members of the Police Community Relations Committee, among others. Lagos State Commissioner for Fiscal Planning and Urban Development, Oluyinka Olumide, has called on residents, community development associations, community development committees, and other stakeholders in Ojo, Badagry, Iba, Oto-Aweri, Amuwu, Oriade, and Oloruda districts to ensure they obtain planning permits for all fiscal development in the areas. Olumide made the call during a public awareness program organized by the Lagos State Fiscal Planning Permit Authority, LASPA, to sensitize stakeholders on the importance of social benefits of obtaining planning permits, both for individuals and the government. He explained that many structures sited on the road, on the right-of-way, would be demolished once the government begins road construction in the affected areas, stressing that such losses could have been avoided if the owners had secured proper planning permits. In his remarks, the General Manager of LASPA, Kehinde Oshinaike, expressed appreciation to all participants for responding to the invitation despite the short notice. The President General of Alaba International Amalgamated Council, Camillus Amajoyi, pledged that property owners and developers at the Alaba Trade Fair would now strictly adhere to the law by obtaining planning permits before reconstructing their plazas. Minister of Works David Umahi says President Bola Tinubu is committed to constructing quality roads that meet international standards across the country. Umahi stated this during an inspection tour of the ongoing expansion of the Ore-Ondo Akure project in Ondo State. The minister explained that the Tinubu-led administration is introducing a new standard for sustainability and connectivity in road construction across the nation. He said initially the road was built using asphalt, but now the ministry's policy is to construct all new roads with continuous reinforced concrete pavement technology, which stands a better chance of lasting longer than asphalt. Umahi reaffirmed the commitment of the Federal Ministry of Works to delivering good, safe, and cost-effective roads nationwide, adding that the Ore-Ondo Akure Road was one of such priority projects under President Tinubu-led administration. And now to the rest of the stories. The House of Representatives is considering a bill to amend the Electricity Act 2023 to divest the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, the Rural Electrification Agency, and the Rural Electrification Funds of power to regulate, promote, and or undertake the development and utilization of renewable energy. The bill, which was sponsored by the lawmaker representing Ogbaru Federal Constituency, Anambra State, Victor Ogene, is expected to open up the renewable energy sector for growth and opportunities if it successfully passes through the entire legislative stages. Ogene said it will also create, promote and regulate efficient renewable energy industry and market structures and to ensure the optimal use of resources for the promotion of renewable energy services. Vice President Kashim Shettima says Nigeria is primed to anchor a new era of intra-African trade and investment, leveraging its market size, economic weight, and innovation capacity to drive the continent's next commercial revolution. The Vice President made this known at a high-level conference on intra-African trade, jointly organized by the Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF, Woodhull Capital, Afrexim Bank, and the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council at the State House, Abuja. Shettima commended Woodhull Capital for what he described as an audacious mandate to mobilize international funding for sovereign and sub-sovereign project, calling it an act of deep patriotic service that turns theoretical potential into bankable opportunities. And now to foreign news. A weapon smuggler who used a fishing boat to ship ballistic missile pads from Iran to Houthi rebels in Yemen has been sentenced to 40 years in a U.S. prison. Pakistani national Muhammad Palwan was detained during a United States military operation in the Arabian Sea in January 2024, during which 2 U.S. Navy SEALs drowned. Palwan's crew testified they had been duped into taking part, having believed they were working as fishermen. The Houthis had launched sustained missile and drone attacks on Israel at the time and targeted international commercial shipping in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, saying they were acting in support of Gazans. Iran has consistently denied arming the Houthis. And over to sports news. Besiktas FC of Turkey has appointed Super Eagles standing captain Wilfred Ndidi as the club's new vice captain. Ndidi will serve as deputy to Turkish international Orkun Koku, who has been named the new team captain. The duo replaced former captain Nasip Uysal and vice captain Mert Günok as the new leaders of the first team. That was our news at noon. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X, it's Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube. Traffic Radio 961. Our website is www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, 250 women trained through an empowerment workshop on intercrop of maize and cassava with a demonstration plot for practical knowledge? Well, you can get more details on the Legacy Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Legacy Government said the parents and community leaders have a crucial role to play in encouraging their wards to see the military as a respectable and patriotic profession rather than one associated with fear or danger. The House of Representatives is considering a bill to amend the Electricity Act 2023 to divest the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, the Rural Electrification Agency, and the Rural Electrification Fund of powers to regulate, promote, and undertake the development and utilization of renewed energy. We also told you that a weapon smuggler who used a fishing boat to ship ballistic missiles parts from Iran to Houthi rebels in Yemen has been sentenced to 40 years in a U.S. prison. In sports, Besiktas FC of Turkey has appointed Super Eagles standing captain Wilfred Ndidi as the club's new vice captain. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adibeshi. Thank you so much, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.
From point to point.